Okay, let's start this shit up.
Let's get this shit. Ding, 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 ding.
People are going to think we're drunk again. We're not.
We are.
Drunk
always.
A lot of coffee.
I wish I was drunk today.
Oh my
Probably
God.
would have fucking coped better.
Oh. Okay. Well, welcome to Beauty News. But Hayley, we're at a cafe just before, writing up what we're going to talk about in Beauty News, and she just had like a Tourette's outburst.
I did. I absolutely did. I was like, can't remember exactly what I said, but it
You're
was
like, fucking assholes, man! Like it was some like loud.
Yeah, I actually I yelled so loud that one of the ladies who works in the cafe knows us quite well.
Yeah.
She came over and she's like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm having a bad day." She's like, "All right, I get it. That's all. It's all good." She was having a bad day too, so she could totally relate to me. But I'm not coping well today.
Coffee, gross.
Yeah, I feel like I've got a hair stuck right here on my face. It's like
No,
fucking annoying.
No, we're all good.
Don't start with me, hair.
It's gonna be.
Coming.
Luckily, there's nothing too controversial happening today in this episode, because otherwise this video would be 2 hours long. And I'm going to tell you, I've been very tired of editing videos that are over hour long. It's extra editing, makes me tired. But welcome to Beauty News February Part 2.
Dun, 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 dun.
We've got a lot to talk about today. Well, within reason. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. We probably won't be editing 150 plus photos or inserting them, which is great.
Hopefully not.
It's really
Let's keep it
fucking
back
good.
to the 75, 80 mark.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a normal episode of Beauty News.
Yeah. Let's start with an update, and probably the biggest update of the week is that finally Jeffree Star has shown the inside of the Androgyny palette. This palette has been, he's been sneak peeking it for probably 6 months now, because it was supposed to go be released in fall 2016, and he pushed it back because he wasn't happy with the formula of some of the shades or something like that. So this was actually supposed to be released a good 4 months ago, if not longer. So we've known about its existence for a long time, and finally we get to see what's inside. What do we think?
I will say that the colours sort of surprised me. Androgyny, I kind of felt like it was going to be a really neutral, wearable palette. It's not. It's wearable. For me, it is.
Yeah, it's wearable.
But it's not neutral.
No. I think it is the most toned down, colourful palette that he's probably capable of creating. If you look at the Beauty Killer palette, that one has like neon colours and crazy shit going on.
Yeah, it does.
Which is a little bit harsh, whereas this is some neutrals, some warm shades that are very on trend, and then a pop of like an olive, a dark teal and a dark blue that you can work into everyday looks without it being too clownish. Yeah. So I think it's a very smart palette. I like it. I actually would wear a lot of this.
I'm going to buy this.
I'm just disappointed though. I'm going to say, if he got rid of one of the blue or the teal and put in like a dark plum, a matte dark plum, I think it would have tied this together a lot.
There's a matte dark plum in Beauty Killer.
It's shimmery.
No, it's matte. It's matte.
But if that was in this,
it would be perfect for you.
Because it would go better with the warmer shades.
Yes, I agree it would.
Because can you go orange with blue? Like you can, of course, but do you want to?
Orange and blue complement each other, but when you put them together, if you're not super duper careful,
it just looks like brown.
Blah.
Yeah, it can either be too bright or blended together to make brown.
Yeah, so it either goes brown if you overblend, or it's so like intensely garish that it's like
clown. Yeah.
A bit scary.
Yeah.
But I like the colours. The only shade I don't like is the olive green, but that's simply because to me it's like swamp colour. But it's not like it's not going to stop me from buying the palette.
To me, I like that because on brown eyes, that's a really nice colour.
Really good colour.
So I do like that.
Yeah.
So we approve of this. I'm actually interested in it because this reminds me a lot of what's that brand that, Viseart, whatever, that has that matte dark coloured palette.
It
reminds me a bit of that, and I've been wanting that for a while, but I like that this has some shimmers in it as well.
Yes.
So for me, it's more balanced because I do love a shimmery eye.
Yeah.
So I really like this.
Yeah.
But who has been causing drama with this?
Wow.
And I think he's been manufacturing drama.
Oh, he has. He absolutely has. John Cuckian has come out to say that Jeffree Star is ripping off the Kylie Jenner Royal Peach palette.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this... God. Here's the thing about John Kuckian. Like, he talks about legitimate drama and controversy, and then he's got, like, trolling jokes.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like, it's satire, but then...
And it's like, well... Make up your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Because are you being legit or are you fucking
stirring the pot?
Are you stirring the pot? So it's really hard to tell.
It is hard to tell.
Like,
I think
he
that
can't fucking make up his mind.
I think what Kuckian does is he puts out everything as though it's news and it's drama and it's legit.
Yeah.
And then when people call him out on it being bullshit, he's like, it's
satire.
A joke.
It's a
you
joke.
don't know how to take a joke. And you're like, well, you don't know how to deliver a joke because you're presenting it to people who might not know any better as being fact.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're manipulating people. So
yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We try to tell people what we think and based on our knowledge what we think of products, and we're quite critical because we try to educate people and help people out. You might not agree with us, which is completely fine, but at least we point things out that you might not have seen yourself. We kind of see through bullshit as well.
And the end goal is always to, like, we will point things out so that you guys become more aware. So when you see a photo, you might go, oh, you know, that's actually a cream, and I hate cream products.
So
they don't work on
it.
my textured skin, so I'm not going to buy it from this online store where I can't actually go in and swatch it. So it's very small things that help to educate you and help you make better buying decisions.
Correct.
But when it's like, you know, let's take the piss and say, oh, Jeffree Star is copying Kylie Jenner, and I mean, if you look at them, for fuck's sake, they are not the same.
Can we look at... Okay, on the screen there'll be John Kuckian's
They both have
tweet.
oranges.
Yeah, but on... if we go to John Kuckian's tweet...
Yeah. So we've got a tweet here where John Kuckian, who's changed his name to fucking titties...
He wouldn't even know what fucking titties are. I'm just going to put it out there. But anyway, that's the thing.
God.
Anyway, maybe he's got some of his own. Some man titties.
Yeah, well, you're cringe as fuck.
Yeah.
He says, y'all been duped. Kylie Jenner, Kylie Cosmetics. He's taken a photo of the Kylie Royal Peach palette and the Androgyny palette. He's lightened the Androgyny palette.
That's a key thing. And that's what we are trying to point out for people.
Yeah.
That this is a load of shit because he has subtly lightened this photo.
Yeah.
So the cream looks like the cream. The kind of beigey taupe looks like the beigey taupe. The orange looks like the orange.
The blue looks like the blue.
The green looks like the green. The purple looks like the purple. And then they've got the warm shades and other warm shades.
Yeah.
So if you looked at this, you'd go, you're right, John.
Yes.
He's copying it.
He is. Oh my God. What a shady motherfucker.
But if you look at the photos that we've made a collage of, we've actually done this ourselves. We have not edited the brightness at all. We just put it in a collage thing.
Yeah.
You can see that the Jeffree Star one is significantly darker.
Yeah.
And all the swatches are really dark. All the Kylie Jenner ones are very bright and very light and very peachy.
Yeah.
I would say the Jeffree Star one is quite warm and colourful, but it's more like wines and deeper
and it's
colours.
rich.
It's a rich palette.
The Kylie one looks very like kind of Too Faced-esque with the whole not very pigmented, shimmery.
Yeah, light, not very pigmented.
Washed out. Yeah. So, like...
They're chalk and cheese. And the thing is also... So he's trying to stir up shit.
He is. He's trying to get attention using the Jeffree Star name, but he's not doing it legitimately.
Yeah.
Have a fucking reason to do it. Have a legitimate reason and go... When the haters come for you and they're like, oh, you just hate Jeffree Star, like they always fucking do, you can go, well, look at this. Legit reason
you
why...
need to actually have some...
You've got to have something that backs you and the reason that you're doing it. Otherwise, you're just being a trolling shit.
Yeah, he's being a trolling shit. But what annoys me about this as well is if you look at the current trends of makeup, it is warms, it is oranges, it is reds, it is... a pop of blue is in a lot of things these days. Are you saying that Urban Decay from, 12 months ago copied Kylie Jenner, who probably didn't even think of this palette because they put a pop of blue in their Gwen Stefani palette? No, because that is just something that a lot of brands have been doing lately. Colourpop released for their first pressed eyeshadow release, it was pretty much all warm shades and blues and teals.
Yep.
Are they copying Kylie?
Yes.
No. It's just that it's the trend at the moment.
Exactly.
So you can't, like, he's just trolling and it annoys me, but...
He is just trolling. Another thing that sort of helps with this whole, it's what's trending at the moment, the Urban Decay After Dark palette and the Ciate Trend Mood palette.
Yeah.
Put them together and they start to look pretty similar too. It's because... trending?
Yeah, it's
like,
trending.
It's a trend.
Oh, and also we're going to be
Makeup
talking
trends.
about a whole list of metallic lip products later in this video.
Yes.
Is that because they're all copying each other?
No,
it's just
it's
trend.
trending. They're making it a thing, even though it shouldn't be, because most of them are fucking ugly.
Yeah. But let's go on to more Jeffree Star updates. So he did hint a couple of weeks ago that he's collabing with a giant brand. It's going to be the biggest thing. It's a giant brand. It's Jouer. Now, Jouer is not a big brand. Most people don't know about Jouer unless you follow things like Trend Mood, because Trend Mood on Instagram gets sent a lot of stuff from Jouer and probably gets sent a bit of these as well. So they do feature Jouer a lot, and that's why we talk about it a bit and their releases are getting pushed, because the kind of news Instagram pages tend to push Jouer.
Yeah.
But interesting fact, and this was from not our last video, but I think January part 4. We did talk about how Jeffree Star and Sugar Peel have the same packaging.
Yes.
And I'm like, because they're friends and they probably helped each other with like where to get the factory and stuff.
Yeah.
Some people are like, oh, that doesn't mean it's the same ingredients and stuff.
No, it doesn't.
And I was like, yeah, you're right.
It just means that the component, the packaging is probably made by the same company.
Yeah. And so then what I did was I actually searched Jeffree Star's ingredients for his liquid lipsticks to see what other brands matched it. Jouer matched it. So it doesn't surprise me that he's collabing with Jouer, because their products are made in the same factory.
Exactly.
So they probably cross paths.
They don't really, like, the conflict of interest is minimal.
Yeah. Yeah, and they probably know each other. They probably cross paths when
now you've tried a Jeffree Star.
Don't like it.
Exactly. So I won't be
And
buying
you've tried a Jouer, haven't you?
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like it. So, they're the same formula.
The
same
Jouer
formula.
packaging is so annoying.
Jeffree Star, the best thing about his liquid lipstick, in my opinion,
Is his packaging.
Yeah, it's quite sturdy and nice. Anyway, so that's the outcome of that. It's not super exciting. Not very interested. Also, just a quick Australian update for you guys, because this has been, especially with the makeup breakup,
people are desperate for it.
Yeah.
They're
the Lancome Rose highlighter thing, it is coming out on the 15th of January. So in Australia
15th of January is the release.
And they've also got little like little demos of it in store already. We saw it the other day.
Yep. Oh my god, guys, don't go there.
It is so bad.
Honestly, just it is.
Oh my god.
It is bullshit. It is absolute bullshit. I said to Kat, we had the opportunity to like
put our name
down to pre-order, and I said to Kat,
let's just wait.
I don't.
Because we asked the price, they didn't know, but they said it sells in the US for $60
plus
tax, which is around 66 US dollars. So ad conversion plus probably the Australia tax.
Yeah,
which
import fees.
Yeah, if you're watching this, Australia tax isn't actually a thing, but it's a term used for like them adding just an extra price just because we live further away or some bullshit. Anyway, so I would probably say it's going to be like $85 to $95.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding you. It is like you've just taken your nana's summer hat, plucked off a dusty flower, and then you can like maybe in the petals you can put your brush and get some really bad dust. It is bad. So we weren't sure about whether or not we wanted to actually buy it. So like, that's actually a waste of money.
If you ask me, look, I honestly, with the makeup breakup, I don't think buying anything and destroying it to see and learn more about makeup and products and components and all that stuff, I don't think it's a waste of money. I think it's really good. It helps to educate people. Even we're educated by it. And, we're massive consumers. But that, I'm like, I don't want to encourage
and it's
that
in this
bullshit.
horrible, like, just cardboard, like, circle
so
box.
bad.
It's really cringe. Anyway,
if
you do want to check it out yourself, go down to, like, a Maya store that has Lancome, see if it's on display, swatch it, because it's crap.
Pretty shit.
Okay, so we looked up how much product you get in the Rose highlighter. It says 1.6 grams, which is around the size of a pan eyeshadow, but we actually don't believe it contains that much. So
no way.
For the price tag, which in Australia would be like $80 odd.
No, when you see it in person and you touch it, you're like, okay, maybe 1.6 grams for the flower and the product. No fucking way there's 1.6 grams of product in there. I do not believe that. If you crush up an eyeshadow, it's just, it's not possible, because when you look at the rose, it looks like there's nothing on it. Then you touch it and the product comes off on your finger. So to get 1.6 grams of essentially what is a white powder on a pink flower, the flower would look white and caked with powder.
Yeah, and
there's no way there's 1.6 grams in that.
Well, something that we might potentially have to test.
Maybe. I swear to God, if we buy that thing and there's not more than 1.6 grams or exactly 1.6 grams of product, I am going to get a refund.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Fuck that.
But I'm thinking the way you'd have to do it is literally weigh take it apart.
Yep.
Or weigh it in the box and then wash the flower.
You would have to. There's no other way to get it off.
Every part of the flower.
And then let it dry overnight.
Yeah. Anyway,
moving on.
Next update. It's the last update before we talk about new things. The Hourglass sneak peek thing that they were talking about a few weeks ago, it was like a long, thin thing. It's just silhouette, because Hourglass always like to do that. Once again, it's another letdown. It's a liquid liner. Hooray.
Fucking how exciting. Yeah. And apparently it's been on Sephora US for weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
get your shit together, Hourglass. That's not how you sneak peek things.
You're so lame.
I know. So let's just quickly go to some new news. IMATS Sydney has been changed from November to July.
July.
Yeah,
June. July.
July 22nd and 23rd this year. So it feels like IMATS was just like the other week.
Yeah, it does.
And now it's just going to be around the corner. So I think they've done that because they've sort of worried that it has been decreasing in popularity in recent years. And I think they're thinking that because it's so close to Christmas, a lot of people aren't wanting to go and spend the money because Christmas releases are coming out, and Christmas in general is quite expensive for people.
Can I say why I wouldn't go again? Because there's no fucking point.
But like, Kat Von D's supposed to be there this year.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't want to wait in line for 6 days to see Kat Von D.
Yeah, you will. If you had to wait in line for 6 days to get a Morphe palette,
fuck off.
Yeah, not interested.
Also, like, half the products aren't even discounted.
No, I don't. I don't think the Morphe ones were.
Why would we pay money to buy tickets to go in? No, sorry.
So anyway, that's a thing. If you want to go to IMATS, let's move on to the thing that probably has piqued my interest the most this week.
They're beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
So OCC.
Jesus baby.
This is the Jesus baby of the episode.
Yeah.
So OCC are releasing new glitters.
They are.
Or they have already released them. This is a bit old. This hasn't been picked up on things like Trend Mood and a few of those kind of gossipy news things. So they kind of went under the radar.
Yeah.
And so OCC have been just showing a few photos on their Instagram account and re-gramming photos of people that have bought it. And they're releasing a few glitters. We should actually go on the website and see how many.
Fuck off. Orange County Chopper. Yep, that's what we want.
So previously they had around 21 glitters, including this, was it Scarab? Oh my God. I love it. But this was released at the end of last year. So it is sort of new, but they've added 2 new shades to their glitter range. And their glitter range is new to me, but Scarab, guys, it's on my list of things to buy. But they've added in, what's this pinky one called?
Supernova.
Supernova. Oh, look at the swatches, guys. It's gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
And they've added in a black one as well.
Yeah, it's called Black Hole.
Yeah, which is a black with holographic shimmer. I reckon it's just that rainbowy kind of.
Yeah.
But God, I want Scarab and I want Supernova. They look gorgeous.
They're really pretty, but they glitter. And that's what turns me off.
We've got the glitter glue, Hayley. Don't worry.
Yeah, but it's not about that. It's about like having glitter fall out on your face.
Well, gotta be
so
careful.
Annoying. Yeah. All right. So we've got a MAC collab with Min Lui, and essentially this is
a blush.
Yeah, maybe a blush with highlight and
No, I think it looks like an overspray.
Yeah, it probably is. Anyway, it's a two-tone blush, pink and red with silver.
Yeah.
Probably a silver overspray.
Yeah, I'd say definitely.
Why?
Yeah, I agree. Lorac are vomiting out a bunch of stuff.
Oh my
They
God.
do tend to go quite... Like, when they release a new collection, they just release heaps of
They're
it.
just like, oh, bleh, pastel vomit. So this is why did they call it the Brunch Pro palette? What does pastels have to do with brunch? What am I missing here?
I don't know. Well, they've got names like avocado toast, French toast, smoothie, mimosa. So it's just theming something.
But
gluten-free, hot sauce. I don't know what that has to do with breakfast. I think that says pancakes. I never know.
But the pastel colouring, like I don't
it's just
get it.
It doesn't have to make sense.
Oh,
It's just a thing.
my brain's just
But
like...
people that like pastels are actually liking this. They're like, finally, they're doing pastels well, unlike Kat Von D.
Yeah.
I just think this is a bit drab, and unless you've
Yeah.
got like the fairest of fair skin tones, it's all going to look pretty wishy-washy.
Yeah, and those swatches don't look... Like, here's the thing about pastels, right? To get a pastel, you've got to mix it with white, and generally white is an asshole to apply.
Yeah,
It goes
it's quite
on patchy and powdery, and it looks like shit 90% of the time. So,
Yeah. What are these blushy things that are going on?
They're not blushes, they're highlights.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Pastel highlights. So they've got a green, like...
But they don't look like highlights on the skin.
A pale mint green. They've got a pink and a lavender.
Well,
Apparently they're highlights.
Why is John Cuckian getting shitty that they're copying Jeffree Star?
Don't
No,
know.
that's right, because he hates Jeffree Star and he'll only point it out if Jeffree Star's copying someone else. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
I see what
you're doing. Okay, Cuckian, I gotcha.
They've also got lipsticks and like pastel
lip
liquid
glosses.
lipsticks or lip glosses. How exciting! I'm fucking
But
dying.
yeah. Oh, but this would be for spring, wouldn't it? That makes more sense.
Yeah. Why is there one called Moonlight? How is Moonlight appropriate to brunch?
Where is Moonlight?
Yeah.
Probably because they're using it from another palette.
All right, so Milani has some new baked blush shades coming out.
Yeah. One looks like Orgasm.
Yeah, it does. It's a rose gold, and then there's a light pink. So we've got Bella, Bellini, and Rosa Romantics.
I don't like those names. Anyway,
Neither do
they've
I.
also got a new bronzer as well.
Oh, that's right. What is that?
I don't know.
It's a fucking bronzer.
But I'm sure the photo is really weird.
someone's lightened that, and it's just kind of destroyed the colour of the shade. But it's a baked bronzer, and it's got gold veining in it. So if you like a shimmery bronzer and you like Milani, there you go.
They do have nice baked products.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about some Too Faced Vomit. They have shown some shimmery things.
I can't even talk about this. This is fucked.
This sort of looks like they're trying to copy the Kat Von D Alchemist palette by having different coloured highlighters. But then they've got different...
cream form or something.
But it could be powder and cream. I think they're testing out different ways to get coloured things, highlighting things going on. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Jared.
But you can see that down the bottom, there's like a texture mark. I think they're actually, it's like samples.
There's a concept.
Yeah. So they're either bringing out coloured cream products, like liquid products, or coloured powder products, or both. Mm-hmm. And this is them in the testing phase.
I hate it. That one, actually, a lot of people in the group said that blue on the bottom in the centre looks like a bird shit smear. And it does.
It looks like a nice nail polish.
Does.
Yeah. They've also showing that they're pairing with Key sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they're showing it as being like working with something with Key Australia today. But then someone was showing a photo as well that they sent out pink sunglasses as a PR pack.
They did, yeah.
So I don't know if they're then trying to make that a collab. I do know that Key sunglasses have collabed with beauty influencers and stuff like that to create their own ranges, because essentially they are social media company.
Yeah.
They're like the Colourpop or the Morphe that don't really pay for much advertising.
Yeah.
Or except for to social influencers,
Mm-hmm.
they go really full on with the social media kind of angle. And they sent Key sunglasses out when they first launched to big people, Shane XO, all these big YouTubers, and they were all wearing them, and everyone's like, "Oh, I need to buy them," and that's how they became popular.
Yeah,
they're actually pretty tinny kind of
I was just going to say,
sunglasses.
the only difference between like Colourpop and Morphe and Quay is
Key,
is Colourpop and Morphe have a price that matches a good product.
Yeah.
And Key has an inflated price for
An inferior
a
product.
shit product.
Yeah,
So-
but they've got interesting designs. I'll
Yeah,
give them that.
absolutely.
They're innovative with the designs,
Yeah,
but
they
the
are.
quality is pretty poor for
Yeah.
$50 sunglasses.
Yeah, no, I
It's
would
not
I
great.
would never drop $50 on a pair of
No.
their sunnies. I would prefer to save up and buy some Ray-Bans or something
Yeah.
like that. Something I know that's actually
Yeah.
Decent.
So, yeah, they might either... I would assume that on the Key website, they're going to have like a Too Faced collab because that's what they've done previously with other YouTubers and social influencers. But... yeah, Too Faced also gave them out as PR things, probably to match those horrible denim jackets.
Yeah.
And the tote bags. Because why not make makeup fashionable? Like in clothes. It's, ugh. Anyway. On to L'Oreal bringing out... Well, this is in...
Something I
Yeah.
can potentially be happy about. I've hated nearly everything in this fucking...
What about the OCC
episode.
glitter?
Oh no, I like them. But I'll complain that glitter is like the herpes of the makeup world. I'm having a bad day, guys. I'm having such a bad day. So L'Oreal is bringing out Beauty and the Beast nail polish and lipsticks. The packaging...
But in Italy and France.
Yeah.
Not anywhere else, as far as we can tell.
I'm so sad.
But I'm going to say something though, and this might be really controversial in this. I think we're actually going to differ in
These
this.
could still come here.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I'm going to say I love the Disney influence because I love Disney movies.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I find the packaging
A bit...
disastrous.
Yeah. I don't get what this weird quilting is on the...
I think that's like their nail polishes. I think they've got other nail polishes in that range.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not really a fan of that. I like the rose one. I like the scratches.
I don't get the rest.
Yeah, there's some... Like, this pink one is the teapot. What's her name? Mrs.
Yeah, Mrs.
Potts. I'm not sure. I think that one... Is that based on the windows? No.
I don't know. And that's her silhouette in the red
silhouette,
one. What's
yeah.
this lip thing and feathers?
I don't... you know who that'll be based off? The duster, the feather duster.
Yeah, but they could have made
Oh
it a
yeah,
bit
they
better.
could have done it a lot better, but it's not great. I definitely feel like they've tried to be too trendy and could have just, sort of stayed with the roots of it.
I'm also going to be really controversial here.
Yeah.
And say this screams, forgive me, I'm Australian and we're a little bit crass.
Yeah.
Tacky Italian designers.
Yeah.
This is like Versace gold vomit.
That's actually what I saw the very first time I looked at this collection.
I'm like, this
the
is
first time I saw
out
it.
of date.
Yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, how dare you cunts ruin my absolute all-time favourite Disney movies. Like, don't touch it. You are not allowed to ruin it for me.
But I still feel that.
Yeah,
I still feel that. The only one that I'm like, oh, maybe the Mrs. Potts one is alright, but everything else I'm like, bleh.
See, I'm not into, like, Mrs. Potts, she was white with a little, like, pink accents. And I hate how they've made it, like, white and then, like, this gaudy pink.
Yeah,
like,
it's bad.
Stop it!
I like that they're doing this.
Maybe it will just stay in Italy.
Yeah, because they probably sell there.
Probably would.
Ugh. Oh, yeah, I just think it's gaudy.
Yeah,
I want to love it.
I want it because I am such, like, a stupid, crazy, weirdo fan of Beauty and the Beast, but it's not how I would have done the packaging.
It's
also not how I would have done the colouring of the products.
It's pretty basic colouring, though. It's like nude, dark reds, pink. Like,
it's not pretty well thought out.
It's it's a throw together.
It's generic.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Okay, we're going to go to something also that's a little controversial.
Yep.
Quite funny though. So this is a sneak peek of some stuff that's coming out from Benefit.
Yeah.
There is probably a limited edition kind of palette with Hoola Lite.
Yep.
That is new.
New.
Then you have the California blush,
Dandelion Twinkle,
Yeah.
Couture,
and something else.
hidden.
Maybe I think that might be the Dandelion blush, and that could be Dandelion Twinkle
of
highlighter.
Course. Yes.
But
I thought that was a bit. I was like, no, it doesn't.
So they did bring out one of these kind of formats of blushes, blush palettes last year, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And it had some of the existing things in Hoola. But the main thing that people are focusing on here is there is a Hoola Lite coming out. But this person that posted it was actually in a bit of trouble because it was embargoed, I believe.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. But what do you think of Hoola Lite?
Well, I know that people are excited about it.
Yeah.
Because apparently they feel that Hoola is too dark for them. But I've used Hoola on some pretty fair people. And we're talking like, you know, get up close enough, you can see the veins in their skin. They're almost translucent. And it works beautifully. You just got to have a light hand.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Hoola suits pretty much because it's a beautiful neutral. It's a little bit cool toned, so it contours well, but it's got a little bit of warmth to it as well, so it doesn't make you look ashy and dirty.
Yeah.
But it also blends really nicely. So if you pick up a small amount of product, you can blend it in so it is very, very soft.
It will
or you can
stick,
build up.
like if you haven't set your base, it will stick and cling to places.
But set your base.
But any powder's going to stick to a wet base.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, people seem to be excited about Hoola Lite, but looking at it in this photo, it's
looks
hard
like banana
to tell.
powder.
It does. It looks like banana powder.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
They also have Hoola in a
Stick
cream stick.
Do you know what I'm going to say? They should have, instead of bringing out a Hoola Lite, because I do believe if you use it well, Hoola can work from the fairest person through to people that have deeper skin tones, as long as your skin tone is lighter than the actual colour.
Yeah, I agree.
Talia uses Hoola, and she's quite deep.
Yeah.
But the only people that can't use it are the deepest of deep, where it's actually lighter than their skin tone. So I think they should have brought out a Hoola Dark. That would have been probably more beneficial than a Hoola Light. Yeah. Anyway, that's us once again being critical, but it's a thing. It's a thing. Okay, let's talk about something sort of Aussie as well. This is an Australian brand. It's Dusty Girls. Mm-hmm. It's a vegan makeup range, and they are talking about creating their own palette.
Oh, that's
or
right.
palettes. And they kind of put a shout out on Instagram to be like, vote for your favourite palette combination.
No.
Well, so it looks like it's not as annoying as Trend Mood. It's not like pick the colour, pick the shape.
Trend Mood has just fucking spoiled it for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so over it. I don't want anything to do with this voting shit. Go away.
This one, it's got like columns. It's got a rosy column, a bronzy column, a like silvery column.
Yeah, cool grey.
And then like a matte column.
Yeah.
And then a sort of just neutral column. Yeah. What I don't like about this though, like I love column 2, but where is your like your cream? And column 3...
Like cream transition shade.
Yeah. What is column 3?
Column 3 is embarrassing.
It's hideous.
How are you ever going to work with that?
Yeah.
It's like 5 fucking shimmery shades and 1 stone grey.
Yeah, it's not cool. Anyway, so I don't mind their eyeshadow formula. I like the fact they're bringing out a palettes, because previously I think they've only had 4 single eyeshadows.
Right.
And their quality is quite nice. I just think that these are a bit strange. I don't know if they're bringing out all of them, or they're just seeing which ones, like the top popular. 2 or 3 that are the most popular. But I posted this in the group, and people are kind of putting in their votes in the group. They don't count. You have to go to their Instagram page and comment on that photo. Oh. There were some people that were just expressing their preferred column. That's cool. But there were some people that legitimately looked like they were voting Soz. Oh.
Right. So next up, we've got another brand getting on the custom cover drops. I'm actually crying. Clinique is bringing out BIY Pigment Drops. These are blend it yourself custom cover drops essentially, and they said the reason they're bringing these out is because their customers missed things like their
tinted moisturizer
and I don't know, some bullshit. So essentially you can buy Clinique skincare and mix it with the colour of your choice. Yeah. They're very limited, and I just want to be like, bye.
Look, if they're good, I'll use them, but...
They might be, but look at their colour range.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. But once again, why would they invest in a colour range of like 30 shades if it's not a popular thing?
And I kind of feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is a bit of a dumb move for Clinique, because how are they actually going to market this to their customers?
No, I reckon it's fine.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon they could do it. I just don't know if it's a bad product, it won't last, but if it's a good product...
Yeah,
it will spread. Also, another kind of base product, Laura Mercier have expanded their translucent setting powder range to deeper shades, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
Or a deep version.
Yeah, they've got medium deep now.
Yeah, so you might go, if it's a translucent setting powder, why do you need a deep? And what is translucent on fairer skin is
not translucent.
White and chalky on deeper skin.
Yeah.
So it definitely doesn't look translucent, but it would work really well as a setting powder for deeper skin tones. Another base product, Huda Beauty, they've hinted at some foundation.
Foundation, yes. So that's...
And what a filter we've put over that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Well done.
We'll talk about filters later. Colourpop has also taken away their... What are their bronzers called? Super Shock bronzer.
Yeah.
So they're going to be bringing out the pressed powder version, like the one that was in their... What's that collab that we talked about last week? So in the Alexis Ren collection, there was a kind of highlight and
contour duo.
Yeah, so pressed powder. And they're going to change their bronzers into that pressed powder formula, which is good because they're more functional.
Yeah, I agree. I find, powder much easier to use.
Okay, on to a NYX update.
Yes.
We have a sneak peek of Pinup Pout
Lipsticks. I don't know, really, how many,
they've got a lot
how
of
many
lipstick
ranges of lipsticks do these guys need?
Yeah, they've got too many, and they look like every other range they've got.
They do. I'm not
interested. Then we've got some collabs. We've got Dirty Dancing. It's to celebrate 30 years since Dirty Dancing was released.
Yes.
And Solar
Look.
Yeah, that's right.
They're releasing what appears to be a 7-pan palette.
Yeah.
Possibly more. I don't know. All we can see is 7 shades. So
yeah, and it says nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yeah. So that's
never heard of Solar Look before this. But...
No, neither have I.
Then we've also got Ingrid Nielsen, who is a big giant YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
She is doing some collab with Bare Minerals.
Yep.
And people are liking the kind of the pairing because Ingrid Nielsen does kind of do the no makeup look a lot.
Yeah.
She used to be a beauty channel. Now she's more of a general channel.
Mm-hmm.
And she's really pared back some of that makeup. So Bare Minerals is sort of like a decent pairing. She's done a lot of collabs with brands before, so it's nothing new, but people are approving of this one.
It looks like it's going to contain the original foundation, Invisible Glow highlighter, brush,
so
and
it's
a
like
makeup
a pack.
bag.
Yeah.
All right. So next collab we've got is from It Cosmetics with Loey Lane. They are creating a highlighter together.
Yeah. I've never heard of her before, so
neither
it's just
have I.
new to me. But
yeah, I don't know. It's a collab though, and it's happening. So if you like her and you like It Cosmetics, it's coming.
It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're talking about shimmery things. Kat Von D is showing something.
Yeah, people are thinking this could potentially be the Shade and Light Glimmer palette.
No, because that is a highlighter palette, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
These look like liquids.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon these could be maybe eyeshadow bases?
Yeah.
Or cream eyeshadows?
I don't know.
Or
Whatever
lip products?
it is, I'm so not interested.
She might be getting into the glittery metallic lip product thing.
Maybe.
She did have that gold one.
I wonder if she's been working on these for 20 years too.
Since she was born.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to Dose of Colours. They also have shimmery things.
Oh, God, guys. What is this? They're liquid eyeshadows called Shimmer Shakers.
Yeah.
The green one's pretty.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
And then we have Australis, which has metallic velour lips.
Yeah.
Mind you, I hate velour lips.
They're so bad. So they posted a picture on their Facebook page after sneak peeking some swatches, which you'll see.
Which look really patchy, mind you.
Really patchy, streaky, translucent, good shit right there. And then on their Facebook page, they also posted a picture of 4 velour lips and said, we have 4 new members to the velour lips family coming and they're divine. Can you guess what they are?
Yeah.
Velour
fucking
lips.
velour lips. We get it. Jesus. But velour lips are like, some people love velour lips. They're matte liquid lipsticks, but in my opinion, they're really kind of chunky and
they're bad.
not very good. So I can't imagine
they're
these
not
being
good
great.
for normal people who like to wear their makeup all day and for it to
Yeah,
not
if
look
you
like
if you
shit.
just put them on for like a selfie,
yeah, they're fine.
fine.
They're fine. I mean, they photograph well, but
Yeah.
God, you wouldn't, wear it on a date. Chunky,
No.
flaky
Ugh.
lips. Delicious.
and then we've got some more metallic stuff from LA Girl,
These are the metal liquid lipsticks.
and there's a shitload of them.
There's lots.
There's
just
dozens and dozens and dozens.
Yeah.
Smashbox is also jumping on the trend,
They are.
but these look like metallic lip glosses.
I think these are lip glosses.
Yeah, because they don't set matte. They're blue though.
The blue is beautiful,
Yeah.
but I'd never wear it, so I
No.
wouldn't buy it.
And Bite jumping on the bandwagon
Oh.
as well with Prismatic Pearl.
God, it's never ending, guys. They just
Yeah, but these are once again, they look like lip glosses.
they do look like lip glosses.
There's a rose gold, a peacock pearl, a champagne, lol, what?
Oh, I know.
Anyway, pink pearl, bronze pearl, and oyster pearl. Blech.
They've made a joke.
Veg.
Champagne puppy. Ugh. Oyster pearl. Yeah, that. Fuck off. Fuck
Yeah.
off. They're ugly. Oh my God, $22 each.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
God.
no, thank you. Okay, now we're going on to spring and summer releases,
Right.
which is sort of wrapping up this episode, which is good.
Good.
I'm kind of happy.
Yeah.
We've had a bit of a day.
I am a grump.
Grump. She's a grump.
I'm a grump today.
So we've got some Clarins Summer releases.
Yes.
Some people are saying that the packaging looks really old school, like their mum's makeup from the 70s.
Is it?
I
Yes. That's
don't
right.
mind the palette. The shades in there look very autumny. I don't know why it's summer. It's autumn. It's fall.
Oh, why do they do this to us?
And have you also noticed that the eyeliners look exactly like the Urban Decay ones?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. I do
Yeah.
know that pretty much all eyeliners and pencil products are made in the same factory.
Yeah.
So they must have just picked the same design as Urban Decay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure my mum had like a fucking jumpsuit
Yeah,
in this pattern.
no doubt.
Back in,
No doubt. Then we've got Kiko Spring releases.
Yes, this is... I hate it. I'm sorry. I really hate
We are
this.
very negative today, aren't we?
I know, but I just... So this is Spring 2.0. They've got lipsticks, mascara. I do like the colours of the... I
Liners?
assume they're like eye and lip pencils.
Potentially.
They've got a cute brush. I like the brush.
Mm-hmm.
I hate these like duo... Blah.
Yeah, they're a bit weird, aren't they?
Yeah. So they've got a natural colour bronzer, which it looks like a lovely colour bronzer.
But
And then
the
in
orange.
the centre, it's got 2 strips of quite bright orange.
Yeah, which would make it a unwearable bronzer.
Come
Yeah.
on. Then we've got the natural colour highlighter. I do like this. Again, you've got that sort of peachy pink
Yeah.
shade on the outside with a violet on the inside.
That could be nice.
Could be nice. The violet does look a little bit like...
We don't know yet, though.
Yeah, true.
But also, those violety highlighters are kind of in at the moment, so...
They are. It just doesn't look as translucent as the rest of the highlight. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
It's hard to tell from stock photos.
Yeah. Mascara, glitter eyeliners.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
And lip liners.
Lipsticks,
brush.
mascara, brush.
Okay, Givenchy has highlighter.
Yeah.
That's it. Good.
It's
Dior have quads, which we don't approve of.
I'm not talking about these.
These are old people makeup.
This is fucked.
You know that blue one? That reminds me of like quads that were out when I was a kid in the 90s, and it was like the cool thing that was advertised in magazines. These are not wearable. These are very hard to wear. This warm one's a lot more wearable, but
the warm one's really nice.
Yeah, but why did they butcher it with the blue?
I don't know. Probably because it's Dior, and
they cater to grandmas to match their blue hair.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got two more things to discuss. One is a bit random. So if you watch BuzzFeed, there is like a group of girls that do a lot of videos. They do a lot of testing things out. They often do like makeup things, like had to wear a lipstick every day, and what did you think? And,
or girls go bald for a day.
Yeah, or you try out different leggings and see if they're worth the money. And so one of the people that have been doing that for a couple of years, and is very well known, is Safiya. She has quit BuzzFeed, so she announced that she's quit after 2 years. I have heard that BuzzFeed is a bitch to work for.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah, they it's like they demand a lot.
Yeah.
And there's long working hours. You supposedly get paid quite well.
Yeah.
But you have to have a certain quota of viral videos per month.
Yeah.
So you need to not only churn out videos, but you need to come up with concepts or be working on a certain amount of viral videos in a month. And we just know that creating our own content, and it's only a few videos a week, we'd have our own channels as well. So we have quite a few videos a week.
Yeah.
But we know it takes up a lot of time.
Absolutely.
So, they are it's like a boot camp for creating YouTube videos that go viral. Anyway, she's quit and she's created her own channel. Very smart of her. She did have a channel a while ago, but I believe also that if you're on BuzzFeed, you can't do your own videos.
You have to.
You're limited with what you can do outside of BuzzFeed.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Yeah, so she did have a couple of videos from like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And now she's gone back to kind of work on her own channel. She's posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and already she's got probably like 500,000, probably more than that right now.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know her from BuzzFeed, but it seems like it's primarily going to be a beauty channel.
Yeah.
Sort of exactly the same format as BuzzFeed. So so it's a thing. Like the biggest video that she had, and you might see it on your subscription feed, on your recommended videos, is her going to the Bite Beauty Lab and creating her own lipsticks. She's done the Cheeto bronzer thing.
Yeah,
with
she did.
Also, what's her name? Frankie? Someone else that's from BuzzFeed as well. So it's pretty much BuzzFeed videos, but she's bringing in the money. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I haven't watched any of her stuff, so I don't know enough to really comment.
But if you, I think it's more testing out kind of gimmicky makeup products.
Because she did, I know they did a video on the Pokemon makeup.
Yeah.
And there was another one. Yeah, so she did a video with the silly sponge, calling it the fake boob versus silly sponge video, and she also got like a period subscription box.
So it's very BuzzFeed-ish. She's taken like what she's learned from BuzzFeed and she's creating viral videos, which is good on her.
It's a thing.
Last thing we want to talk about is there's a photo that we'll put on the screen where it's showing that you can clearly see that Jeffree Star uses a filter on his camera. Now, Wayne Goss did mention this. I didn't watch the video because I thought it was a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah. The Wayne Goss thing has sort of sparked this. Like it's some sort of like groundbreaking revelation for the beauty world. Like you're all being fucking
Duped,
lied to and duped. But again, this is just like, you know, Wayne Goss spent a day at BuzzFeed and learnt how to like suck people in and make them feel like they're being taught something that's groundbreaking information, like they discovered aliens or some shit. Yeah. Essentially, what's happened is Wayne Goss came out to say that beauty filters are being used on cameras when YouTubers are filming, and someone noticed in a video that Jeffree Star had on his channel that it looks like he has a beauty filter. Yeah. And I'm pretty fucking sure he does, because this man's in his 30s and
he's got like 0 pores.
Yeah, there's no lines and there's no skin texture. So
and you can see also from the photo where the filter breaks is where someone's arm is in front of his face. Yeah. And the face recognition is kind of broken, so it doesn't apply that filter. Yeah. Now, I understand that people are like, this is unfair and we're being duped, and how do I know that foundation's so good if I can't see everyone's pores? Yeah. So many people have beauty filters on their camera. Some people don't even know they have them on, to be completely honest. I've got a vlog camera that automatically has a filter.
I want to say as well.
And if I've tried to turn it off, it still has some, you can't turn it off. No. So some people unknowingly buy cameras that have face recognition and put a filter on it. Yeah. So you can't be like they're actively lying to you, because they might not even know that that's the case. Yeah. We don't, unfortunately. Fucking should put one on.
No, well, look, we don't we use a Canon 70D, right? Yeah. Now, with DSLRs, they do usually have a beauty function built in, so it helps to slightly smooth the skin, but you must turn that function on. Yeah. By default, it is off. Yeah. So unless you actively go in and change it, it will be off.
Also, though, with DSLRs, they're mainly for photography. Yeah. So they do have the capabilities to film, clearly, but they are not primarily a filming camera. In fact, it's a pain in the ass, because often you can have issues with like focusing. You can have issues with it only films for like 15 minutes and then cuts off. Yeah. So we have to kind of keep like film in chunks. Yeah. So there are limitations to these kind of cameras. But the good thing about them is if you're something like an Instagram or a blogger and you want good photos, it does them both. Yeah. Some people that have no interest in taking photos just buy a video camera that automatically has that setting on, because it's not designed to take accurate, crisp photos. It's designed to make your family photos look like, or family videos look the best it possibly can. Yeah. So the way you can look out for it is that people, firstly, have no skin texture. Yeah. And honey, everyone's got skin texture.
Exactly. Everyone has flaws. If you are watching someone and the camera is in their face and they're not getting lines when they smile, they're not getting lines around their eyes, you can't see any pores, they don't get lines, well, if they don't get lines when they frown, that could be Botox. Yeah. So we'll ignore that one. But if you don't have any texture or line movement from like this whole section of the face, filter. Yeah. Okay? If they move suddenly,
it breaks.
It will break. And if you watch that, you will be able to see the skin go from perfect to flawed or normal. Yeah. And then it will, like, the filter will adjust again and start working. So they're things you can look out for.
But I do want to note, though, that the filters aren't like... It's not like you're getting a photo and you're using, like, Facetune and you're blurring out everything. It is very subtle. It subtly blurs the pores. Yeah. So it's hard to see. Yeah. And the fact that it's hard to see also means it's actually... It's not lying to you as in like, okay, sometimes there's filters on cameras, but it's not lying to you as in like that person looks amazingly flawless and in real life they look like shit. No. I personally know people that tweak their photos on Instagram so badly that you cannot recognize the person in the photo versus the person in real life. Yep. It is not like that. It just slightly blurs the pores. So if you think that's lying to you, you need to learn that it's a thing. Yeah. And you have to take that into consideration. Also, mind you, like we've got 3 lights on us right now.
Oh, lighting does beautiful things.
Yeah, we look so much brighter and more flawless because of the amount of light.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we were filming in natural light, you'd be like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So you just have to be aware that when people film things, they want their videos to be visually appealing because otherwise it's not good to watch. Mm-hmm. People complain. It's not lying. It's just the way it is. It is what it is. If you want a video that looks good, you're going to have things that make the video look good but also make you look better. That's end of story. Yeah. There is no way that you can sit in front of a camera and look exactly as you do in real life if you have a good filming setup. Yeah. Because a good filming setup will make you look better no matter what. Yeah. Okay? So it is what it is. Yeah. And I think if you are really concerned, like other beauty YouTubers that I watch and trust, are they using filters to like make products look better than they are? You actually need to take a good look at, you know, does this person buy their own products? Are they sent everything? Could this potentially be a paid, like a sponsored video? You have to do your research on your YouTuber. Yeah. And but also I want to say that whether or not it looks amazing when they're applying it, you also have to be quite aware of what is the person saying? Mm-hmm. Is the person saying it blurs pores? Are they saying it emphasizes pores? Yeah. You also need to look at what they look like without the makeup and then with the makeup on, because that difference will still apply to your skin. Absolutely. You just won't look as good from the get-go. Yes. It's a thing. Like, it's a thing. And people color correct photos all the time. People brighten things all the time. Doesn't mean they're lying to you. They're just making it look more visually appealing. And I feel like people have watched Wayne Goss's video and just kind of lost the plot over it. Like, if you have been going on like beauty websites for any number of years, maybe 1 year, maybe 10 years, if you have been reading beauty magazines, does the same apply? Because, you know, every time you read something on Beauty Heaven, where they're like, oh my god, this thing is so amazing, like that's sponsored. Yeah. Okay. Like, do you believe what they're saying? Yeah. Do you believe that like these are the top 5 tanning products that you can buy for summer 2017? They're the top 5 brands that paid the most money to be in that article. But I also want to say what I actually have more of an issue with, besides the filter thing, like that's often people don't even realize it's happening. They're just like, I look great with that lighting. They don't even know it's happening. I'm sure Jeffree Star knows, but other people might not. Yeah. What annoys me more, and I can think of a few that come to mind. We might put one on the screen. Is when people do the thumbnails of how to make your skin look more like flawless. Yes. And they take the same photo and really they sharpen they sharpen one so you can really see it crinkly and horrible, and then they blur the other one so it's clickbait. Yep. You cannot create that. They're photoshopping that to get you to click on the video. That annoys me more. They're lying to you before you even watch the video. That annoys me more. That does. So many people do. Yeah. I know quite a few people who do that, and to you, fuck you. You know who you are. It's deceitful. Yeah. It's clickbait. And you know there's going to be people out there. The ones I hate specifically are the ones where they're like covered in acne and then they've got this perfect fucking face next to it. And you're like, don't lie. That's fucking a terrible thing to do. That's false advertising. That is false advertising. And also you are targeting people who are dealing with an issue that they have no control over. They cannot control the acne that they have. Yeah. And you are essentially saying, watch my video. I can teach you how to fix it. No, you can't. And do you know what? Then you click on it and the stupid bitch in the video doesn't even fucking have acne. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Fuck off, and you liar. And what annoys me as well is that those videos get millions of views. Millions of views. And people are like, oh, you look so good in before and after. No, honey, it's fucking It's all lies. Yeah,
It's
so that
all
annoys me
lies.
more than just a little slight filter that instead of seeing the exact pore, like you can't see my pores because of this light.
Exactly. The ring light, if we get close to the ring light, my whole face washes out. Look at that.
Oh, evil as fuck.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that, the beautiful smooth skin.
Oh.
But that's the thing, guys. Like, if you are concerned that the beauty YouTuber that you are watching is not telling the whole truth about a product, you need to think, okay, what sparked my distrust in that person?
Yeah.
And should I really be watching those videos?
Also, if you're actually really interested in something like a foundation and how it applies, don't look at one review. Look
Watch
at 5.
10.
Look at 10 reviews because
Yeah.
they'll be out there. And you can get a balanced view
Exactly.
based on skin type, based on age, based on what the camera looks like. All these things, everyone have different videos and you can make up your mind. I do that a lot. I'll look at
That's what I do too. I usually watch I watch someone who's got oily skin and dry skin. I watch someone who's young and I watch someone who's older, and then I can get it in my head like
what applies to me.
Yeah,
What
and
can
I
take
also
from
try and find people who use primer, no primer, sponge application, brush application, hand application, and I take all of those little bits of data, and in my mind I go, yes,
it doesn't work for me.
or no.
Yeah. And that's the thing. One person can't do all those things in a video.
No.
Not everyone has oily and dry skin. Not everyone can do, this part sponge, this part brush, this part hand.
hands. No, it's
You
ridiculous.
need to just educate yourself instead of blaming the YouTuber.
Yeah.
But the thumbnails, blame the YouTuber.
Yes,
That's
because that is
deceitful.
straight up shit. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Alright.
we're heading off for the week.
Yeah, we're going. I'm still grumpy.
Oh,
I'm gonna go and swear at people off the balcony.
yeah,
Fuck
why
you.
not? Luckily, there's no one back there.
Fuck
so.
you and your shitty thumbnail.
Yeah. Oh, poor Hayley.
I know.
Oh well, we'll see you guys
Oh.
next week. What?
In the comments, are there
Oh,
rude
yeah.
finger emojis?
Yeah, I think there is.
If there's a rude finger emoji, put it in the comments. Yes.
Just not to us and not to you. Just
No,
to just to in general.
In general,
Just to those horrible thumbnails.
because it's funny.
Because we like it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm taking my grump and I'm going.
Good idea.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. I promise not to be so grumpy.
Can't promise that, but we'll try.
Try.
Okay. Bye.